going on, YouTube? I am here today to just do a quick walk around to my Bronco and give you a 10,000 mile review of how I like it and how everything's going into, I don't know, I guess this is about 5 months of ownership. 5 months ownership, 10,000 miles. Just in case you're new to the channel, this is a 2021 Ford Bronco. It is the Black Diamond edition with the 2.7 liter V6, and I picked it up in August from Granger Motors in Iowa. Got the wrap done. I've got the four-wheel parts, fender delete, lifestyle off-road, license plate relocation, the lifestyle off-road front winch bumper with the skid plate underneath it. High clearance, high durability, kept the winch down low, and yeah, that's about it for modifications. Couple things that I don't like about the truck. We'll start out with that. These tires, they get great traction. They're quiet on the road. They're lightweight for a 35-inch tall tire. They only weigh 50 pounds a tire, but these things are wearing out incredibly fast. So 10,000 miles, you can see how low my tread depth is. Now that tire was on the back and I rotated it. You can see how much deeper it is on these back ones. So these tires are not going to last very long. If I'm able to get 20,000 miles out of them, I will be surprised. So I had high hopes for them. I thought about switching them out right away. This was the spare. You can see how much deeper that one is even. But looks like those are not going to be a long-lasting tire. I think they'll do great in the snow. They've been good in the mud. They clean out really well, but they're just not going to be able to have a lot of road miles put on them. The next thing is I took the Sasquatch fender flares off, and that is because they stuck out so far. So they actually stuck out past the tire, and you can see how much these tires stick out. So I don't like that. I like it for the protection it gives, but I don't like it for four-wheeling where the fender flare sticks out so far. I've got to worry about hitting my fender flares on everything. I'd rather my tire hit the rock or whatever instead of the fender flare. You can see there, the bumper sticks out just past the tire. So to me, they just stuck out a little too far. Non-Sasquatch model fender flares might even be better. That might be a good compromise in between the delete and the Sasquatch fenders. So that's about all I don't like. I've been a huge fan of the soft top. Sure, these windows have some wrinkles in them. It's like 28 degrees out right now. But they're still remain pliable. I can still lift the top up, no problem. I've been super happy with this thing. It is a blast to drive. The 2.7 liter has tons of get up and go, maybe a little too much at times. Yeah, I just don't have a complaint. I did also add the Curt tow hitch and an aftermarket wiring harness that was kind of plug and play. You can go back and check out my video on how I wired up that and installed that hitch. Let's quickly go inside. So, as you can see, 10,310 miles. We are averaging, that says 16 miles to the gallon, 15.9 there. Now, I do not drive very efficiently. I can easily get up into, I don't know, 19 pretty easily if I'm staying below 74 miles an hour. But one thing that I highlight a lot is how much, I know everything in here is filthy. I love these marine grade seats. Everybody that sits in this instantly thinks these are much higher quality than they would have assumed. These seats are not like what you find in a boat. People need to stop associating marine grade vinyl with what you're gonna find in like a 1998 bass boat. These things are very high quality, very durable. I have a 6-month-old golden retriever that I'm constantly throwing in and out of this thing. It's so nice to just be able to wipe up his muddy footprints. His claws aren't leaving dents in it or scratches. These seats are phenomenal. I have had several people that stop me outside the hardware store, grocery store, wherever, and they just want to look at the Bronco. They look at the seats and they'll tell me that, oh, I'm going to change my order. I want those seats now. So that was a huge selling point to me. That's why I own a Black Diamond, because I wanted the washout floors and the marine grade vinyl seats. And I don't know anybody that has looked at these seats now and said, I don't want those in my truck. So that is probably my favorite thing. Yeah, other than that, it's been a good 10,000 miles. Lots of interstate travel, 1,600 miles from here to Windrock Park. Here and back, sorry, 800 miles one way. That trip went really well. No complaints four-wheeling and then driving this thing home. I've also taken it to family up in Wisconsin. That was a 1,000-mile round trip with 2 kids in the back. This is overall a fantastic vehicle. I wanted to have a platform to build off of that I can throw my whole family in, my 2 kids, my wife, my dog, and we can go four-wheeling, make it somewhere, wheel for a few days and drive home. And the Bronco is proving to be excellent for that. So if you're into overlanding, off-roading, you just want something that can get you away on the weekend to a little bit more of a remote spot, I can't recommend the Bronco enough. Now, worst part is you're gonna have a hard time getting one, but when you do get one, I guarantee you're gonna be ecstatic and like getting in this thing and driving it every single day. So that's my quick review. Like I said, I don't really have much bad to say. Throw some new tires on it, pull the fender flares off, this thing's good to go. So that's all I've got. Thanks for watching.